Who remains happy and enjoys one's life? Married, unmarried. Those who are in relationship or those who are single. This is a very difficult topic to handle, whether being single is more advantageous or getting into relationship or entering into relationship is more advantageous. Which one is better, whether we have to live single or whether we have to enter into relationship? If we live single, then what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages? If you enter into a relationship, a committed relationship, then what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages? So let us understand today in this podcast what is being single or single life or solo life. I would like to answer a few questions asked to me in my podcast by one of the subscribers. So let us begin this podcast on single life, whether it is really worth or not. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel Swamy Vijay, and this is Swamy Vijay speaking to all. Every day at 9 p.m. you are going to listen to one podcast, and on Sunday as usual timing 9 p.m. you will listen, and as well as you can see me on screen. Please listen to the podcast continuously because this is a series of podcasts on lifestyle. There are so many issues, there are so many problems we have been going through, and I would like to explain all. So if you like to listen and watch my podcast, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification so that whenever I upload a podcast video, you will get a notification and you will not miss to watch the video. Okay, first let us understand what is being single or living life single or single life. Single life refers to the state of being unmarried or not into a committed romantic relationship or not at all entering into any relationship. It can applicable for both men and women. And single life can also refers to the lifestyle of an individual who is not currently in a relationship or who wants to remain single by his or her choice. See, it is not wrong, it is nothing wrong if anybody choose to live single. See, single life has its own advantages, it has its own merits. So, being single means that an individual is not interested to enter into any type of relationships, or technically he or she doesn't want to get married. Okay, and it is not like something abnormal. People choose to live single, and the people who chosen to live single, they become so great, so famous in this world. So it's a lifestyle. It is their personal choice, it is their preference, and they give importance to their personal preference, career goals, and desire to focus on personal growth and development. So it is nothing wrong. There are so many people in this world who chosen or who choose to live single life. Okay, so now let us understand what are the disadvantages or what are the advantages of being single, because everybody has their own opinion. People, they think that living single is challenging, or being single is not worth, being single is useless and meaningless. But people who entered into a committed relationship, who are married, when they don't find or when they don't get a good partner, then they understand that it is much better to be remain single rather entering into an unwanted relationship. So it is their personal choice. So let us understand, why do people choose to live single? Why do they prefer to live single? See, first advantage is, if anybody wants to live single, they prefer personal freedom and independence. So those who choose to live single, they enjoy unlimited personal freedom and independence. So being single allows individuals to make decisions without having to consider a partner's needs or wants. They have more control over their time and space, and they can focus on personal goals and interests. So those who are very committed to their professional goals and growth, personal goals and growth, also they wants to remain single. That gives them unlimited personal freedom and independence. So that is the reason why some men and some women choose to live single. Second reason is why they choose to live single is previous negative experiences in relationships. So some people may have had negative experiences in the past relationships that have made them hesitant to enter into another committed relationship. They may choose to remain single as a result, or they might have observed people how they suffered when they enter inside into a committed relationship or a marriage. So they saw those things, they observed, and they realized that there is no guarantee that the relationship will become successful or materialize, so they choose to live single. Then third reason is career goals. See, focusing on career goals may require a significant amount of time and effort, leaving little time for a committed relationship. Some individuals may prioritize their career over a romantic relationship. So they want to become great, they want to achieve something which they dream to achieve. So it is their career goal to become so and so. So they are ready to sacrifice the relationship. They want to live single so that without any kind of distractions, they can reach the target which they have set in their life. Another reason why some choose to live a single life is enjoying the single lifestyle. See, I told you this is a type of a lifestyle. Some people, they enjoy the freedom and flexibility of being simple. No commitments, no worries, no tensions of spouse, partner, family members, wife, her husband, children. So they don't have any kind of emotional attachment with anybody. So they are free emotionally also, and they can enjoy their life without any kind of compulsions. Nobody will tell them don't go here, don't do this, don't prefer all these things. So no compulsions will be there. So they will enjoy their life as they want to enjoy. So that gives them full flexibility because they are single. They may enjoy so many activities, so many hobbies they can pursue because they have a lot of time, and most importantly, they need not to please somebody always in their life. Then one more reason why people prefer to live single or choose to live single is personal growth and self-discovery. Some individuals may see single life as an opportunity for personal growth and self-discovery. So those who want to understand themselves, those who want to realize what they are, why they are on this planet Earth, what is the purpose of their life, what is meaning of their life. So they want to have this kind of self knowledge, or they want to go with self accumulation, or they want to know the reality, they want enlightenment. So those people who are in search of self, they may prefer to live single. So they may choose to focus on developing their sense of self and exploring new experiences without the distractions of a committed relationship. Or one more reason is they might not have found a right partner in their life. They might have searched for a right partner, but they did not find the qualities which he or she expected in their partner. So they choose to remain silent, single, because why should they enter into a relationship with the wrong person and to suffer? So they choose to live single. So these are the reasons why some prefer or some choose to live single. Now, in case if you want to live single, then what are the advantages? Of course, I personally have my opinion. I'll reserve my opinion at the end of this podcast. But let me tell you what are the advantages to live a single life. First one, as I told you, it gives you personal freedom. Personal unlimited freedom you will enjoy. You will have the ability to make your decisions and live your life on your terms. Nobody is there to tell you what is to do, what not to do. Okay. Second one, it offers independence. Living on your own means that you are solely responsible for yourself. You learn to rely on yourself and develop the skills necessary to take care of yourself without relying on someone else. Then third one is flexibility. So without the constraints of a committed relationship, you have the flexibility to pursue your interests and hobbies on your own schedule. So nobody will tell you, why do you do this thing? Why are you wasting money on such kind of things? So nobody is there to tell you. Whatever you like, you can do it. Okay. Then Next one and most important one is stronger friendships. So without the commitment of a romantic relationship, single individuals often have more time and energy to devote to building and maintaining strong friendships. So most of us, we know, before marriages or before entering into a relationship, we have a lot of friends. But once you enter into a relationship, or once you enter into a committed marriage or relationship, you have to forget about your old friends, and now you have to think and take care about your new partner in life. So it also creates problem with our friendship. So if you are single, then there is no problem with your friendship, and if you continue doing having friendship, good friends, this can lead to deeper and more meaningful friends. And as I told you, it will help you to self discovery. So you will get time, energy, you can use your money and resources to discover yours and find out what you are actually. And it offers more financial stability. So without the financial obligations of a partner or family, single individuals may have more financial stability and be able to take more financial decision that align with their personal goals. So no husband, no wife, no children, then nobody will be there to ask you to give money and or to spend money on your spouse shopping, or for your husbands, or for your children's studies, books. All those things is not a problem for you if you choose to live single. So it offers more financial stability. Then another one is lower stress levels. That means if you live life single, of course it is correct and true only if you are living in a relationship that creates a lot of stress, because always you try to please your partner, though maybe you are a man or a woman, it doesn't matter, but you always try to please your partner because you are in a fear of losing your partner. So continuously will put your 100% effort to keep your partner in good terms, or to keep your partner in good faith, or at least you'll try to please your partner sometimes. So it creates a lot of stress. But being single, living a single life can lead to a lower stress levels, as you don't have to navigate the challenges of a committed relationship or deal with the stress of a partner's needs and wants. So these are the advantages if anybody choose to live single. But I warn you, there are so many disadvantages if anybody choose to live a single life. First disadvantage is loneliness. Single individuals may experience feelings of loneliness and isolation, especially if they lack social networks or have difficulty forming deep and meaningful relationships. So it creates a lot of loneliness. You suffer from loneliness if you stay single for a longer period of time. And second disadvantage is lack of emotional support. See, human is a bundle of emotions. So whenever we have any problems, we want to share with others. Whenever we have any happy moments, we would like to share with others. When there is no person with you to share your feelings, so that there you don't have an emotional support. Sometimes you need somebody to support you emotionally. Somebody will say, okay, I'm there, don't worry, I'll take care about all these things. So that will not happen you. So lack of emotional support. So without a committed partner, single individuals may not have access to the emotional support that comes with being in a relationship. So this can be especially challenging during times of stress or difficult events. Imagine if you had a fracture hand or leg, nobody is there, and who will take care about you? So these will create a lot of problems in your life if you choose to remain single. Then another disadvantage is financial burdens. While single individuals may have more financial stability in some respects, they may also bear the financial burdens of living alone. This can include rent or mortgage payments, utilities, and other living expenses. See, if you have entered into a committed relationship or a marriage, and if your spouse is also working, definitely, then what happens if you purchase an apartment or a home? Both will contribute their salary to clear the loan, to clear the debts, to pay EMIs. So you will have less financial burden. But if you are single, you have to take care about your personal financial status, and as well as you have purchased some car or bike or home, you have to pay the EMIs, and on top of that, if you have to look after your parents, then think about it, creates a lot of financial burden. And another disadvantage is limited social opportunities. Single individuals may have fewer opportunities to socialize or meet new people, especially if they work long hours or have limited social networks. And one more disadvantage is, if you are unmarried, if you are single, or if you choose to single, people suspect your integrity. People suspect and doubt why you remain single. So that creates a lot of emotional, what do you call, stress, also psychological problems also, because you need to prove to others that it is your lifestyle and you choose to remain single because you like to remain single without any kind of physical problem or mental issues. So it is not so easy to convince people, but if you don't bother about others, then it's okay, fine. Then another disadvantage is decision making. While personal freedom is a significant advantage of living a single life, making decisions on your own can also be a challenge. If there is nobody to give you a suggestion, whatever decision you take, you have to face the consequences. So there is no one to bounce ideas off or share the burden of decision making. And the last one, but not very negligible one, it is also important: stigma. Despite the growing acceptance of single lifestyles, some people may still view being single as an abnormal or undesirable. This can lead to feelings of shame or self-doubt. So people who choose to live single, they may develop at one point of time, they may develop self-doubt, and they feel shame that they could not at least impress one person in their life to become their partner. So of course these are disadvantages are there and advantages are there, but which one is better? Now let us come to final. Which one is better for our life, whether being single is better or entering into a committed relationship better? So let me before I express my opinion, see, there is no one answer whether single life or married life is better, as each lifestyle has its own advantages and disadvantages, and what works best for one person may not work for another. So it ultimately depends on individuals' values, priorities, and goals. See, married life or entering into relationship, committed relationship takes a lot of time, energy, and money, and it is very stressful. You have to always please others. You will have a family, children, burden, financial burden, all those will be there. But still, if you choose to remain single, you will avoid all these things. But on the other hand, single life, of course, it provides individual with personal freedom, flexibility, and independence. But you will suffer with loneliness and depression, shame, and self-doubt at some point of time. So both lifestyles can have their challenges, and it's important to weigh the pros and cons of each lifestyle based on your priorities and values. So some people may find that they thrive in a committed relationship, while others may prefer the independence of single life. So ultimately, the decision of whether to pursue a single or married life, or to enter into a relationship or not, or to lead a single life, should be based on personal preference and circumstances. So we don't know, especially we can't judge others why they choose to live in a single life or why they choose to enter into a committed relationship. So if my opinion, according to my knowledge, according to my point of view, you should not live single. Living single is more difficult, problematic than living in a committed relationship. The reason is, of course, when you live with another individual, if you don't have that understanding about another individual's emotions, feelings, expectations, you may suffer. You may get difficult to get adjusted to the new person, but that is also part of this life. We are born here in this planet Earth to propagate our species. So that is the one of the major purposes of our life on this planet. So if you don't want to propagate life, if you don't want to enter into a relationship, it is up to you. Then you should find, or you should search, you should discover some other higher purpose with which you can live your life emotionally happy and physically busy. Then you can lead a single life, you can become famous and popular. Otherwise, get into a relationship, suffer what all we are suffering, and enjoy the married life with some problems. So This brings to the end of this podcast. In this podcast, we discussed being single is good or bad, worth or not. I hope you like this podcast. If you like this podcast, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell notification so that you can receive latest updates and information the moment I upload videos on YouTube. Every day at 21 hours Indian Standard Time, I'll be back with a new topic in my podcast. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.